boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a mess we have on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Robogory, and I may be deathly sick, but today we're going to talk about the number 2 anime on my anime list. Interspecies Reviewers. There have been quite a few developments between the time when I initially wrote this video and now. And let me tell you, there is injustice in this world. Injustice. For those unfamiliar, this show, Interspecies Reviewers, a show about people going to whorehouses and having sex, was removed from Funimation streaming services recently for falling outside their standards. That's the exact quote that they gave. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the anime streaming service had standards now. And then following suit, Amazon streaming services decided to remove it from their platform as well. But then the Tokyo MX TV network decided that they were removing the show and they're not going to broadcast it anymore, and instead they're going to replace it with a show about fucking boats. And I don't mean an anime about boats, I mean like moving boats that move across the water, like real boats. A show about boats is what they replaced that with. And recently another TV network also removed it, I think, but that wasn't in the script. So now we're here today at my video. Now you may be asking yourself, huh? They aired 3 episodes subbed and dubbed on their streaming platforms and on the network, and now they're deciding that the TV show's too hot for TV? Did they not do the research? It has a manga. Well, I decided to take matters into my own hands. And after about 12 tissues worth of reading the manga, you start to realize that it doesn't really show as much as the anime does. That being said, I think the important question is this. Is this show hentai, or is it just a super perverted comedy show that services are too cowardly to air? Well, let's look at some factors. What is the ratio of actual sex in the show versus things that are not sex? Well, I won't lie to you. I won't fib. In this show about people that go out and review brothels, they do be having a lot of sexual encounters. They do be fucking. At least once an episode, and sometimes more. When they're not doing that, they're either going on some weird fetch quest, or they're at this pub, where they plan on where they're going to fuck next. Which leads to the next question. How graphic is the sex? Well, it depends on each specific encounter, but it can range anywhere from foreplay and then it cuts away to full-on sucking, licking, and penile spin. But it only goes to the extent that Japan would go with their own weird porn. So, to be fair, all genitals would be censored in the censored version that I assume all the streaming services and most broadcast TV services are using. So even though there may be some extremely suggestive sounds and visuals, you don't actually get to see anything too extreme. Although in the uncensored version that I myself have been watching, I would still say that most episodes, aside from 1 or 2 scenes, probably fall just short of complete hentai. Still no penises. They will throw in a sack outline here or there, but still no penises. And the final most important question is, do these scenes offer anything besides pure fan service? Now, this is where I think the show diverts itself from just being a straight-up hentai. This show isn't really about cranking your dong to watching people fuck. It's more about the comedy that comes from the weird sexual interactions that they have with these weird fantasy creatures. And this is the main reason I think that all those platforms are huge cowards. It's not like Funimation doesn't have any other anime on their website with fan service in it. They even have a whole category for it. Even if what they think is fan service is just no, it's not right. I'm pretty sure Amazon also has some fan service equivalent category, but I just could not be fucked to look through their terrible, terrible interface to find it. But I'm pretty sure they also sell straight up porn. Like, it's Amazon. It's goddamn fucking Amazon, and they took this off their platform. They have everything, and this was too much for them somehow. And I'm sure all these broadcast networks aren't strangers to showing biddies of titties here and there on their platforms. I mean, they signed up to show them in the first place, so I mean... But how is hosting a show that splices fan service and comedy together any different than hosting a show like High School DxD, which splices fan service and action together? Even if Interspecies Reviewers has more sexual aspects. Bottom line is, it's not really any different. And I'm sure it's locked behind an 18+ gate anyway, so how is it going to hurt their brand any more than having an entire fan service category does? And I'm sure even on Tokyo MX and whatever network dropped them, it was in a specific programming block. Clearly they're able to air boat shows that nobody's going to watch anyway, so what's the difference between having that and having this show where people make jokes and fuck? Even if it does flirt with that thin hentai line, I think it makes more than enough of a case for itself to be valued as more than just a show that you can squeeze your hog to. And I think Funimation and Amazon and whatever other TV networks that drop it from now on are just cowards for not keeping it. And furthermore, it's insane to me that we live in a world where it's okay to watch someone get cleaved in half and shot and killed, but showing boobs and butt is some taboo thing that no one is allowed to see. Sex is a part of life just as much as death and violence are. So if fictional violence in anime gets a pass, why can't fictional sex too? Sorry, I didn't mean to get so progressive right there. Just a little too progressive. I would like to say that I am a staunch Republican. I would never support sex. I hate the idea of it. If I see a penis and I want to chop it off, I see a vagina, no, can't eat for a week straight after that one. That's also, now that the show is being dropped by these big names, it's not going to get the legal outlets that it needs for people to watch. And of course that means people flocking to places like NarutoGet.com to watch it, giving yet another argument for people to pirate their anime instead of buying it legally. The deed has already been done though, and in more ways than one, they just don't have the balls anymore. Thanks for watching my video. I tried to do something new here that I probably won't be doing too often unless there's some other crazy news that comes up that I want to cover. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me if you liked it. Maybe I'll do more commentary-esque stuff, or not. I just want to upload videos more often from now on. But most important thing of all, always remember, just because it's horny doesn't mean it's bad. Please fuck me.